Just seen some misogyny. But hello, whoa! Hello, everybody, it's Campbell here. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god. Anyway, though, okay, I got this dude on Snapchat. I don't even like him, but, and like, he added me a few months ago. First off, okay, I might, okay, I don't know if I want to say. I don't know if I want to say all that. Anyway, though, yes, I don't even like him, and I didn't like him when I had him added. I only had him added because of somebody else, but, like, I don't know, he's just so fucking annoying. I never fucking liked him. I really never fucking liked him. But anyway, he ended up unadding me, and I was like, okay, but, like, I didn't bother on adding him back, but, like, I could still see his story in the subscription area. But I never watch him or anything, but, like, if it says something, like, I could just read, like, the little box, in the subscription thing. So yeah, anyway, I saw that he had posted something today. Again, wasn't gonna watch it, but I was looking at the little picture they show in the box. Okay, and so anyway, I noticed it was a TikTok, and it was of a black dude. His face was like covering half the screen like this, and then on the top half of the screen, it was a tweet, and I read the tweet, and it said something to the effect of, imagine marrying a woman who don't want your last name. Why would you ever agree to some fuck shit like that? Send her back to her father. I was like, what the fuck? And like, I didn't see, like, the dude who reposted this on his Snapchat story, I noticed he did not add any commentary to it. So that's why I'm like, okay, do you agree with this statement? But like, I'm like, okay, is the dude in the actual TikTok video whose face is like this, is he providing commentary? Is he saying like why this is wrong or something like that? So, and I could see the TikTok username in the top corner. So I looked up the video on TikTok and I watched the video. No, he was not. He was not providing. He was just showing the fucking tweet, proving that he agreed with it. That, imagine your wife not wanting to take your last name. What type of fuck shit is that? Send her back to her father. Like, he was literally fucking agreeing with that tweet. Both of them were. Both the dude who posted this originally on TikTok and the dude that I got on Snapchat who had reposted it was agreeing with this tweet. And I went to the comments of the TikTok. Most of them were also agreeing with it. And the girls, it was simply girls being all like, why should we have to do that? It was like low-key, like a lot of them were getting ratioed by dudes, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm like, okay, if anybody needs this to be spelled out for you, okay, nothing is really wrong with, having a husband and taking and taking his last name. There is nothing wrong with it. If that's what you want to do, you are allowed to do it, obviously, and that's okay. However, the fact that, okay, it's 2021 and women are still expected to do that, take my last name. How about that? Take my last name, because y'all pissing me off, because y'all, like, I've heard maybe like 3 men like on the internet say like they took their wife's last name. It's like, okay, ally, okay, feminist, like, seriously, like, it should be, no, it's like, okay, again, you are allowed to do it. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not super misogynistic if you do it. Take your husband's last name. Again, it is your choice. However, saying that, shaming women who don't want it. First off, okay, again, it's 2021. Women are not property. They should have never been property, but they are not property. They are not your property. They are not their father's property. What the fuck are you? I mean, 1700s talk. What is going on with this? Oh my god. And the fucking thing in the tweet, send her back to her father. I mean, this is literally, this whole tweet is playing into women being property, women, it's basically like, we've regressed to women not being able to get bank accounts without their father or husband's permission. We've regressed to that just by this tweet. How did we that was, I feel like it's like, okay, y'all need to understand. Okay, again, I don't know if anybody's confused on this channel. Women should not be expected to do that. Like, and especially since, okay, fine, like, it's our father's last name who most of us have right now. Okay, fine, but still, like, it's our name though now. Like, for example, if my last name was Rose, my last name was actually Rose. Okay, even if it was my father's last name, my name though is Kellen Rose. Right, my name is Kellen Rose. So I mean, like, unless I did actually like the last name of the dude I was marrying and felt like changing, okay, fine. But again, it's kind of like, okay, Rose is my last name though. Rose is my last name though, and I want to keep it that way. It's a name I've had all my life, and now I'm expected to change it just because I get married. Really, unless I like the last name, I don't feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I should not have to do that at all. And people in the comments, there'd be people that'd be disagreeing with, the tweet saying that, women shouldn't have to change their last names, obviously. You think that okay. Anyway, though, and people would reply to it saying, like, okay, well, it's just tradition. I hate those types of niggas. Just because it's tradition does not mean it's a good tradition. And same thing, and people would also say, okay, well, it's just culture. Just because it's culture don't mean it's good. Just because we've been doing it for, decades upon decades, that does not mean it's a good thing. Gay people weren't allowed to get married for a long time, but that tradition, I guess, of only straight people or different sex couples only being able to get married, like, that really wasn't a good one. The culture of, homophobia in America for a very long time, that wasn't really a good culture, right? Racism, the racist culture in America that still exists today, that's not really a good one, right? That's not really a good culture. It's not good. Oh my god, if anybody needed me to hear that, it's not good. It's not good. So, yeah, just because, again, it's not the most misogynistic thing ever to get your husband's last name. Again, it's your choice. But however, males pushing this, like, oh my god, like, you don't want my last name. It's just a fucking name. First off, you need to calm down because you got your penis in a fucking twist. Calm down, like, nigga, y'all wear the rings on y'all's fingers. People will know you're married because of that as well. Like that, the last names are not the only indicator that people are married. And besides, what are you doing? I'm sorry, but this is really pissed me off because the niggas were really agreeing with this in the comments. The dude that tweeted this, first off, you wrong for that. This is just a very, very archaic way of thinking, dog. If she doesn't want to take your last name, she's not your goddamn property. She's your wife, is what she is. A person who functions, who thinks, who has her own identity. She does. So if she wants to keep her previous identity prior to being your wife, and her identity includes her last name, her original last name she's had all her life, let her do that. It doesn't make her love you any less. What? And then, this girl commented, and she was like, I don't really agree with it, but seems like we only have to take, she was like, we only take, our father or our husband's last name, so, I'd rather choose my husband's last name. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but first off, you could just go to, City Hall, the court, or whatever, and just get your name changed or something. And have it be your unique last name. Like, I could do that right now. I could go there and actually get my last name changed to Rose, which, obviously a lot of people do have that last name, but it wouldn't be my father's last name, wouldn't be my husband's last name. I'm not married. So, you could literally do that. So, no, you have more options than that. It's like, okay, how do you think your name is going to change from your father's last name to your husband's last name in the first place? Like, how do you think that's happening? You have to go somewhere to change it. It don't change just because you automatically got married. At least I don't think. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you agree, I'm sorry, but if you agree with that fucking tweet that she needs to be sent back to her father and it's fuck shit, if you marry a woman and she don't want to change your last name, unsubscribe now. I mean, nobody gonna watch this fucking video, but you've lost it. You've lost it again. If you are a woman and you want to take your husband's last name, fantastic. However, males, why are we pressuring women into doing that? Chill out. It's just a name. Y'all are gonna be fucking married anyway. How is that going to change anything about y'all's marriage? You read it way too much. You just being weird about it. She want to keep her old last name. Let her keep her old last name. And, does her keeping her old last name mean she, unloyal or something? What the fuck does that... what the fuck are you saying? Sorry, she doesn't really want to be seen as, your property because they get your last name. Nigga, take her last name. Take her last name. If, if the matching name thing is what we want. Take her last name then. But y'all don't want to do that. And again, just because it's tradition does not mean it's a good tradition. Just because it's tradition does not mean it can't be misogynistic, it can't be racist, it can't be homophobic, it can be all those things and still be tradition or culture. Y'all need to get it in y'all's heads that tradition don't always mean right. It's okay to change things up. It is okay to change things up. That's why I fucking hate, niggas who are just so hell-bent on tradition. Nigga, your tradition is fucking ass. Your tradition fucking sucks. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. How about that? How about I make my own tradition? How about that? Y'all do too much with that fucking tradition shit. Literally, fuck that word. I'm sorry, but y'all for real do too much. The traditions will be ass and y'all will defend it to the grave. Just cause y'all did it for many years does not mean it's good. Really? And it does not mean that. It does not mean that at all. Get that out of y'all's heads. That does not mean, tradition, it literally just means that it's something that y'all been doing for a long time. That don't specify if it was good or bad. In this case, it's not that great. I'm sorry. It's not that great, especially when y'all got niggas like this being all yeah, well, if my wife does want, or okay, if the girl I want to marry doesn't want to do that, then I'll just find another girl to replace her who does. Really? Is that all that matters? Is that all that matters? Is finding a girl who'll take your last name? Is that all that matters? Not the actual girl herself? Is that all y'all are looking for? If you really don't want to take your last name, does that ruin literally all of y'all's relationship? Make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. It's you realize, she had the previous last name when you met her. Come on. It's okay, she said she don't want it. Do you think she's gonna turn to a fucking beast because she doesn't take your last name? I'm really confused. I'm really confused. It's again, you met her when she had her original last name. What would be the difference in her changing it to yours? Would that change anything about her personality? I'm really confused. I really am confused about it. But anyway, I think I'm done because I'm seriously I'm pissed off about this because y'all for real just got on my nerves with this. Y'all for real weird for that. Y'all are weird. Moral of the fucking story, no woman should be expected to take her husband's last name if she don't want it. Nigga, sometimes y'all last names are ass. I'm not getting married anytime soon, but if your last name fucking sucks, why the fuck would I want that? If your name does not sound good with my first name, why the fuck would I want that? Sometimes it's really just simple as that. Look, not all, just because y'all are men, that does not mean y'all have good last names. Let's get that straight. Y'all don't all have good last names, yeah. So yeah, nobody would want that shit. And you should have changed that shit a long time ago to something else more marketable that women would actually maybe consider taking if that really matters to you. Some of y'all's last names are ass. That's really all no, okay. Like, bell on this, post up some food. Goodbye.